How in the world is it the end of June? How is July in 2 days? Regardless, it's a perfect time to do the monthly Q&A. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope today's going well and hope it continues to go. Welcome back to the channel. And this is a little thing that I like to do every month to give me a little break and answer all of your questions in this video format. If you have any questions you want to submit for the monthly Q&A, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below and or wait until July 1st, where I'll be posting in the community tab asking for questions for next month's monthly Q&A video. So without further ado, we got a lot of questions, I got some answers, so let's get right into it. Hi, have you ever tried listening to other musicians or bands in languages other than English? Because I would love to recommend some that have videos with subtitles, but I need to know if you're open to that. 100%, I am totally down for it. One of my favorite things to do in language classes in middle school and high school was listening to songs that were in Spanish. And I am so down for listening to songs in many of different languages. And I do like a couple of those songs in my Spotify's, but yes, 100% down for it. If there was 3 songs you wish 21 Pilots would re-record, what would they be? Simple answer, there's none. There is no song that I can think of that I want TOP to re-record. If anything, I would cheat and would go to No Fun Intended, which is just Tyler solo. It would say Blasphemy. I would say Tonight, and I'd throw Anathema in there because it's one of my favorite 21 Pilots songs of all time. So kind of cheating, but we'll go with those 3. But other than that, I think every one of their songs is perfect. You know what, actually throw a Hometown there just so it can be better mixed and produced. Would you ever consider doing a Lovejoy / Wilbur Soot music video tier list? Absolutely, yeah, no, I'd be down for that. I just need to go through everything. I don't know if I'm through all of Wilbur's official music videos, but I need to, as soon as I get through all of them, then I think I'd be 100% open to this idea. But down the line, it is pegged for a video in the future, but for now, we'll just have to wait for a little bit longer. Do you think that 21 Pilots would possibly do a 2-part album for the final story? And if so, do you think it would be 2 completely different sides to the story? Like the first one could be one side and the color would be purple, the other one could be the other side or something, and have the color be black and white? Okay, just something I thought of. I like the idea of a 2-disc album from 21 Pilots. I said a while ago, give me 24 songs, do a whole Stadium Arcadium version of it. However, it would have to happen at the same exact time. I don't want them to prolong the story and be like, oh, by the way, here's the second album of an alternate reality. I like that idea. In a playlist I made one time, was coming up a little story, and it had like 2 separate endings to it, and I enjoyed it. And I would love for 21 Pilots to do that. I think it'd be super cool. Do I think it's likely? I don't think so, but I do want the double album. What is your favorite string on a guitar? Love your content, by the way. Thank you very much. I think my favorite string, it's a tie between the low E as well as the G string. I mean, I love the E because, you know, metal. And you just get those low chugs, especially when you get into deeper tuning, mainly by tuning down that low E to either a D or even lower. I absolutely love it, but I also love the G just because, I don't know, I love just doing bends there. It's so good. So, it's between E and G. What are your top 3 21 Pilot songs that you would love to hear live right now? Very easy answer. Attic with a Pen, my favorite 21 Pilot song of all time. Anathema and Car Radio. I mean, there are many others to add to this list, but Car Radio live is always great. I've never heard Anathema live, probably never will, so I would love to hear that live. Attic with a Pen, got to hear a snippet of it live, but give me the full thing. What is something you would never put on YouTube? Of course, anything that would violate YouTube's upload policy, and everything in there are videos I never want to make anyway. Other than that, the thing that springs to mind is a video where I would be drunk on the channel. I mean, I thought about this in the past, and like, oh, that's a great video idea, let's do it, but I've scrapped those because I graduated college and I decided to become a little bit more healthier as a person. I am a 25-year-old. I do like to engage with the alcohol. I am a huge whiskey nerd. With that being said, if you're over the legal drinking age in your country, please, please, please drink responsibly. And of course, I'm someone who wants to promote that a little bit as drink responsibly, so I'm not gonna get drunk on the channel. Have I been a little bit tippy on the channel before? I think once or twice for videos. However, never am I ever gonna upload a video where I'm completely drunk, unless for some reason, charity, maybe, I don't know, but odds are that won't happen on the channel anytime soon. If there was any specific 21 Pilots tour, Bandito Takeover, Emotional Roadshow you could go to, which one would it be and why? The very, very early 21 Pilot shows, because I want to see what it was like pre-Josh. I want to see what it was like with Tyler, Chris, and Nick, because I think it would be super interesting, and not a lot of people have seen those shows. And I would absolutely love it. Other than that, I would say very early regional at best era stuff, so that way Anathema Live takes care of the issue that I talked about later of me probably never getting to hear Anathema live. But probably those out of the shows that I've seen, take me back to icy Pittsburgh. Let me hear ad with a pen again. What was your favorite part of listening to Lovejoy's music? Upon the initial listen, it was definitely the lyrics, because like I was my first time listening to Wilbur's writing, and like it was funny, they were relatable stuff, and it was super cool. But now when I listen to Lovejoy's music, it's mainly Ash, and like just that bass tone, every single song. It is immense, it's epic, and I love it. And I've recently have been trying to get my bass playing to emulate more like Ash's, trying to find tones within the amp software on my computer. And yeah, Ash has just been one of my favorite parts about listening to Lovejoy every re-listen. What is your favorite 21 Pilots song to play? Also, I just saw Lovejoy, and they are great if you ever get the chance. I really hope they come to Pittsburgh. I would love to see Lovejoy. My favorite 21 Pilots song to play, you know, it's actually Mulberry Street on guitar. Because for whatever reason, throughout this year, it's just been one of my go-to warm-ups, is just playing the piano line to Mulberry Street on guitar. I love it. And then usually the second thing I'll play is the synth intro lane boy, and I often will do this when I'm doing these musical gigs to look around to see if anyone recognizes it and see if I can make a new friend. Unfortunately, it has not worked, but still, I really enjoy playing those ones. Are we ever going to meet Lovely? You have. Twice, actually. She has been 2 videos on the channel. I'm not going to tell you where. I think it's more fun if you go sort them out. But me and her have talked about getting her in more videos because she's had some ideas that would be really fun. I can tell you, the next time she will definitely be in a video will be in October, because we plan on going to our first music festival together. So I plan on doing a little vlog for that. But other than that, her and I occasionally spitball ideas of videos she can be in. And of course, I'm not going to force her onto the channel. If she wants to come on, absolutely, I would love to have her. But if she wants not to be in, definitely 100% fine with that too. What if the Dema story ends was hinted in Nico and the Niners? We'll win, but not everyone will get out. So the Banditos will defeat the Bishops, but Clancy will die. Yes, I do like that, but I don't want the Banditos to win. I want the compromise ending of the Bishops and the Banditos come with a truce, and or it's a whole cycle, because that's how mental health works. Banditos never win in your mental health, because the depression tension, the anxiety, the bishops will always be there. But I do enjoy that theory, though. I do really enjoy that, and who knows, I might do a deep dive into that theory on the channel one day. Are you going to be checking out the new Swans album? I'm looking at Swans right now on Spotify, and currently in their top 3 most popular songs, their new album has 2 songs, Los Angeles City of Death and Paradise Is Mine, in their top 3. So if I do hit Swans on the wheel of choices in the Justin Listens To series in the next month or so, then it's a good bet that I will listen to part of the new album from Swans. But if I do like them, I'll then check out the full album, you know, how the series works. What are your top 10 favorite 21 Pilot songs? I do have a full video on this. I will link it down in the description box below that will go more into the whys of each, but the speed run version of it in no particular order: Heavy Dirty Soul, Jumpsuit, Level of Concern, Truce, Smithereens, Anathema, Car Radio. Trying to remember, of course, Attic with a Pen is in there. That's my favorite 21 Pilots song of all time. Oh, and Lane Boy, my favorite song off of Blurry Face. And like I said, full video of that will be down in the description box below. Smithereens isn't in a lot of people's top 10 favorites, but it holds a special place in my heart because I associate that with Lovely. I consider that Her and I song. I forgot to pick a T.O.P. song. Pizza! Do you think that once the Dema storyline is concluded, do you think that Tyler will find a way to make it live on through things such as references in shows, or maybe even make it somehow connected to whatever the band has in store next? 100% it's going to live on, because they're not going to stop playing the songs. Because, I mean, some of them are now their most listened to T.O.P. songs. Like, I don't see when they will stop doing Jumpsuit. I don't see, like, a lot of stuff on Trench, I don't see them, and also on Scale Nicey and Blurry Face. They're never going to stop playing Stressed Out and Heathens. They are never going to stop doing those ones. But, like, of course, we're going to have a constant rotation of songs. So the Dema storyline will still live on through these live shows. As far as, like, tying this the next thing that T.O.P. will be doing afterward, if they do choose to move on to a different storyline, which Tyler said he is considering that he will be doing, that I think it'd be super cool to tie in the old songs as well, like having Lane Boy have new lore to it, so that way it has a Dema narrative as well as a new narrative at the same time. Ooh, the headache that would give, but it'd be very fun to theorize over. Is Lovejoy becoming one of your favorite bands? My top 10 favorite bands are in a constant rotation. Like, I don't have a set top 10, but currently right now Lovejoy is definitely within there. How does one get the musical gigs like you? So mine came through dumb luck. When I was in high school, the musical director, musician, accompanist came up to me and say, "Hey, you play guitar, right? Yes. Do you know how to read sheet music? Yes. No. Do you know how to read sheet music? Yes." And then boom, I got booked my first musical gig, and then from there, it's just been a story ever since. I just has been getting rehired. So learn how to read music, and also start networking with people. Get these connections with musicians who do play in musicals throughout your area. Start with your high school if you are in high school, or college, or if you're in the college. But start there and then flourish. Is being a music major, I'm assuming that's what you were by seeing your recital videos, difficult? It's not difficult. It's not that difficult. It just requires a lot of discipline and practice, and a lot of sometimes sleepless nights, which, I mean, I loved, because I just don't sleep in general. I get like 6 hours of sleep at night. I'm fine. I can run off a floor, but like, it's not difficult. It's fine. Like, I didn't think it was that difficult depending on the major. I know education majors have to do a lot more. My time as a music therapy major, that required a lot more. However, depending on what you go into, it will have various degrees of difficulty depending on what you choose to be your music major. As performing, it's just, as music performance, it just requires a lot of discipline and practice. But other than that, Yeah. Will you add various other artists such as John Coltrane and Thrice to the wheel? I understand if you can't do, because I know you have a lot of music already. I added all of those to the document of other artists that are on the list, except for John Coltrane, because I basically listen to Coltrane every day. Can we make a blend on Spotify? What is a blend on Spotify? I do not know, but if I know, I'll look into it. What TOP song should I turn into a death metal jam? Dave, I would love to turn Ode to Sleep into a death metal jam. That or No Chances would be the best death metal jam that we can come up with, especially on that 7-string you got. Oh, it'd be so good. Dave, let's do this. I'll start programming everything. I'll program the drums, and it's gonna be good, dude. Let's do it. And finally, an appropriate closer. What are some of your favorite album closers? I can go on for days, and just by looking at some of my favorite albums and saying, yes, this one, but immediately what comes to mind is Lost by Half Alive from their album Conditions of a Punk. More recently, I think of Immorta from Metallica's 72 Seasons. Even My Apocalypse from Death Magnetic is a great closer as well. Metallica has some great closers on their albums. Of course, 21 Pilots are one of the best at album closers, because like, you got Redecorate, you got Leave the City, you got Goner, you got Truce, you got Clear. That's what closed Regional best. And you have Isle of Flightless Birds. All those are amazing album closers. However, I think there is one band that might do album closers maybe better. They're only 3 albums in, and that is Sleep Token. Because like, man, Bloodsport at the end of Sundowning, it just rips your heart out. After going through this emotional roller coaster, Bloodsport comes on, just tears your heart out. And then Euclid at the end of Take Me Back to Eden is just one of the most beautiful songs I've heard in recent memory. And like, that song in particular is my favorite album closer of all time. It's so good. I love it so much. And with that, that brings us to the end of another monthly Q&A. Like I said, if you have any questions you want to ask, leave them down in the comment section below, and or keep an eye on the community tab, where on July 1st, I'll be asking for next month's round of questions. But with that, I am going to edit this video, and I am off to bed. And tomorrow, we haven't done a 20 Pods video tomorrow, so let's do a fun TOP video tomorrow. I think on Friday, we'll listen to either more Lovejoy or Wilbur Soot. But with that being said, I'll see you all later. Goodbye, and good night. More importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.